Well, I'm joined now by Behnam Ben Taleblu, a senior fellow at the Foundation of Defence of Democracies. Many thanks for your time on the programme. I mean, it's been 13 years of civil war in Syria. Where do you think the rebels are getting their support from?
Well, it's a pleasure to be with you, and it's just another urgent reminder that despite the stalemate or deconfliction or ceasefire or pause in fighting that we had seen in the northwest of that country about 4 years ago now, the grievances, the terror groups, the foreign intervention that had really made such a mess of the Syrian civil war never really terminated with that ceasefire or stalemate or deconfliction agreement. And really, you saw the effect of that about a week ago, bursting forth out of the northwest, first at Aleppo and now at Hama, and now, as just reported in the previous part of the package, threatening to go after Homs and thereby cutting off the Assad regime's supply lines, as well as to the north of its own country there. So certainly this was driven by the long-standing grievances of the Syrian people, but also the varied kind of international dimension, with Turkey having a close relationship with some other Islamist and jihadist-aligned groups, some, of course, with the SNA, the SNA as well. We know, of course, that HTS, Harakat Tahrir al-Sham, is a designated terrorist organization. Yet this go-around, they have a fundamentally different PR play compared to the successor al-Qaeda-linked organization that spawned it. So again, this is proof that the kaleidoscope that was the Syrian civil war continues to shift.
Yeah, and that is the risk with this kind of conflict, isn't it? That other groups will be able to set up shop. I mean, all of Assad's supporters, Iran, Hezbollah, Russia, they're all distracted with other conflicts. How strong is his grip on power at the moment?
Well, Assad is certainly worried, particularly after the rebel advances of today, as well as the threats of continuing forward onto Homs the next day. But you're right in the sense that the two major state patrons, the Islamic Republic of Iran and Russia, which bailed out Assad and actually in December of 2016 helped Assad reconquer Aleppo after subjecting that city to a brutal siege for several years, are now indeed on the heels in their respective regions. Russia with respect to Ukraine, and Iran and its proxies with respect to the post-October 7 Middle East against Israel. But just because this network is down does not mean it is out. Despite the threats to the regime in Damascus growing significantly over the past 48 hours, I do not think it is a foregone conclusion that there would be regime change, or at least not yet in Damascus. Syria is essential to both of these two countries' foreign and security policies, as well as the identitarian foreign policy that leaders in Moscow and Tehran have.
And what do you think US officials are thinking at the moment? They do have boots on the ground in an anti-ISIS capacity, don't they?
Indeed, US troops are much further east, however, about 900 US soldiers. Those positions have come under attack both by what's left of ISIS forces, as well as myriad Iran-backed Shia militias, both originating in Iraq as well as Syria. This position, in my view, is crucial to maintain and, in fact, upgrade, given the increasing violence in the region. But the million-dollar question will come for the future of the U.S. force presence in Syria, not due to the inaction of the current outgoing Joe Biden administration, but due to the previous promises of the Trump administration, which is returning to office in January 2025. Lest we forget, former President Trump did seek to reduce the U.S. Military footprint there. And one wonders the degree to which those debates will come to the fore again as the crisis in Syria unfolds.
Okay, we'll have to leave it there. Behnam Ben Taleblu, Senior Fellow at the Foundation for Defence of Democracies. Many thanks for your insights.
Thank you.